This is Dr. Max at Maximal Wellness, teaching practical ways to live a fuller, healthier life. Well, this month I am focusing on sinus and respiratory health here in April. In the Pacific Northwest, we get all sorts of pollens and allergens, grasses and trees causing problems for people, giving them allergies. So, some things that you can do. We're too late at this point, but next year, in January, February, start having a tablespoon of local honey every day. It has to be from your locality. Wherever you live, have a tablespoon of honey from that area, because that honey will have the pollens of your local region, and that will help to train your immune system to switch it from an allergy response to a food response. So by the time we reach March, April, May, when those flowers and trees are really going, then that allergy response won't be as bad. The pollens won't be nearly as bothersome for you. But if you're already at this point, what are some things we can do? Well, there are a few herbs that are very helpful. Some that I like to focus on include nettle leaf, very common. You might even be able to find this in your backyard if you want to harvest it and freeze dry it and grind it up, or you could just get it in a capsule, really inexpensive. Quercetin, this is another name for rutin. This is a plant chemical found in all sorts of fruits and vegetables in very tiny amounts. This has just been concentrated. And albizia. This is another herb that I really love for seasonal allergies. This comes from a bark. The way that all three of these herbs work is they're all natural antihistamines. They prevent those mast cells in your body from releasing histamine in response to exposure from like an allergy. So if you inhale those pollens, inhale those the saps and pollens from trees, and your body encounters a mast cell, it's going to release histamine in response to those pollens and allergies. So all of those things are very helpful to calm down in that response. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, or especially if you can get it in the whole food form with like rose hips or something, is also very helpful as an antihistamine. Another good option, something like seasonal clear, contains a variety of different proteolytic enzymes. So when we talk about enzymes, we usually talk about digestive enzymes that help you break down and digest food. Well, proteolytic enzymes, say like bromelain, for example, go systemic. They're not just used for digestion, they go in your bloodstream and they help to eat up inflammation wherever that happens to be. And they can be very useful for seasonal allergies because those pollens can get all throughout the body and cause problems. For some people, they like a combo product. One of my favorites is Sinus Complex by Professional Formulas. This combines a whole variety of different herbs all together that have different antihistamine, anti-mast cell, cell stabilizing effects to really calm down that seasonal allergy response. Getting something simple like a neti pot or a nasal rinse can also be really helpful, just to clear out the nasal passages and generally get that pollen out of there. Another one I don't have with me, but it's very inexpensive, is the Xlear spray, Xlear. It is a spray that you can put up your nose that has xylitol in it. Now what xylitol will do is it'll bind to bacteria and prevent them from adhering to the inside of your nostrils. So it can be really great for sinusitis or just getting some of those pollens to slough off into a facial tissue. The last thing I'd like to talk about today is Antranex. Now, I am a big fan of Standard Process, and this is one of the products is one of my favorites. This is basically just bovine liver fat extract. Very effective for calming down that histamine response. The way it works is it increases blood flow to the liver. And because the liver helps to filter out a lot of that stuff, you can really break down a lot of histamines, pollens, seasonal allergies. This is a game changer for many of my patients, and it's very safe. Even patients who are pregnant can take this because it's just bovine liver fat. So those are some great tips to help you get through this allergy season.